All these elements will lead you out. What the is death. And finally, I returned back to this channel for my fucking story to there. Now, I do not have a outro. Do I sound shit? In fact, actually, I'm using a voice not to search to lower down my tone. Hopefully, throughout this video, you may want to comment anything that's put in the text. Okay, let's jump right in and get started. Okay, this is where exactly we start in the video. Let's continue. As long as you reach the final ridge, and gaze out across the windward plain, you ride on until nightfall, and spend a peaceful night in an abandoned hut on the northern bank of Silver River. Not long after you are in the saddle and riding towards Petromos town, you reach your destination by noon and call exactly to your old friend as the power vans into view. But nobody returns your call, and the smile drops quickly from your face. You tie your horse to the bush and walk along the path to the Petromos door. You notice that his earth garden is brown and withered, and ugly bushes with long, black fronds as between donuts, smothering the plants and herbs. But a remarkable change in a few days after you. You ring the brass bell, but there's no reply. Suddenly, a large crow flies down from the window in a tower and drops a piece of paper to the ground. You pick it up and read a message from Petromos. Dear friend, sorry I am not here to meet you, and still busy with preparations. Christmas Eve, where you find me at the wooden hand, at the edge of the wood forest. Petromos, you travel in about the dawn, and you both hurry back to your houses. As you rode east, you wonder if Petromos is in danger. After riding along the edge of the forest for less than an hour, a voice calls out from the trees, saying, "If you are looking for Petromos, I know where to find him. Do you wish to investigate this, or carry on with your adventure?" Okay, I said, I have everything I want to know, so since that's the voice, I'll check it out. You peer into the forest and see nobody. Suddenly the voice speaks again, saying, "No, you cannot see me, you can't see me, because I am invisible. I am a Soma, a spirit from another magical plane. The forces of chaos against you are great, and I felt in my duty to help you. Petromos has been humbled by the servants of Raazak, and taken from the barn into the forest to be sacrificed. Right now, from here into the forest, you will save him. A trap awaits you at the hand. That is all I can say to help you. I am allowed to help you once more. And should you need me, call out Roma 11. Think of this number. That's my number. Goodbye, and good luck. You call out the tomorrow for no information. There you reply. So if you wish right north into the forest, or you rather right to the wooden path. Feels like already a clue where the different ways I already thought. And I start enemy right now. You are so deep inside the dead forest, which is not notorious for its evil inhabitants. Keeping a watch eye on the tall trees around, you steadily on. Soon you climb to the edge of the cliff, and left side of four patrol stuck in the middle of the background, and the lonesome fawn beast with this guy. His fat, lumpy body covered with green, slimy skin. He's walking around the particle in a freeze. You are unable to contain yourself and call up to your promos. He raises his heart and says, "Never have I been so glad to see a friend in my life. Quick, use your sword against her from here." Knowing that you could not injure the power which of your own sword, you draw a sword to fight with. This is a demon spawn. Well, 6 stamina, 6 skill with it. Not very high, but my skill is still very low. Sorry. Let's begin. Alright, 2 months ago. And I won. If I win, I go this way. As the demon spawn drops to the ground, its body begins to shiver, hissing and steaming, until it is nothing but a pool of foul-smelling slime. The tremor runs down your spine. As you walk over to the throne and after him, "Bravo," the officer says with a smile, shaking your hand vigorously despite his ordeal. "My mentor would not against this creature from here. Either I'm losing my path, or Raazak has greater powers than I thought. Never mind, we must not flinch from our path. Now, tell me, how did you find the last link? And who's your friend here?" You tell her more about your journey and how you found the meat scene. The troubles notes and says, "Well, I did find out a few days about friend Raazak. He will be a most formidable opponent for you. If you get past the minions who protect him, not only will I have to straight him with his own sword, but his fur must be pierced by the horn of a gigantic beast. According to fables, the gigantic is a raw creature, red creature that lives underground, but I have not the faintest idea if any even exist. He is naturally invulnerable to, and you may have to use magic, so that his spawn cannot be devoured. Only then will he die. But must leave this infernal forest and return to my power where a friend of mine will be with you for the earth. At first, at the island to travel into the city. Okay, I used the potion. Yes, when I restored the 20. this the one? Why then this girl? And what damage do I have? But then this is alright, but then this I'm wrong. Oh, I got so many information. I have no idea. This was in the holy bound for it. Okay, should be the same guy. Okay, let's continue. He is not long before. Yeah, I brought out. But there is no one today to deal. Matters that are not forever from on his face. But Jerome should be here by now. I hope he hasn't come to the end. He knows where the hunter graveyard is and that's important. He might help to read the big stone armor that's father. Oh, this is Bama. I think the graveyard is somewhere between the mirror water and stone ridge by condition. He offers still a choice. Still overnight to see him in the morning. I'll set out now. But wherever how I can get, they all in. Yep. It is not all before nightfall, and you start relaxing in comfortable chairs, listening to non-tales of adventure, told by Afromos. Afraid eating a rich meal, you go to bed early. Face your feel your northern meaning, honesty, you can get there. In the morning, you feel quite refreshed, beginning to stamina upon anything. I raised the back to 32. And while you pack your belongings, the promo confirm your breath, there leave it, holy water, enough for 5 cups. Alright, only 4. As we walk down the spiral staircase of the stays, I fear the worst for the poor button. Something terrible must have happened to him. He is usually so reliable. I hope he managed to find the hunter revealed in him. After that, right to the dwarf village of some reason and asked for boring. We were able to help you save a great deal of time. Outside, you mount your horses and walk west along the edge of our forest. The ride is uneven or perfect. But then you see a ladder sack hanging by a piece of rope from a tree. If you stretch the starlight from down the sack, yes. As you approach the sack, you suddenly hear a wailing scream. Waving down one of the nearby tree. Is a huge that powerful humanoid heavy leader, more than any my voice and carry a large bone crop. The ignorant crushes into you and knock you off the Tesla. Let's go to the sheet. How long is 11? Let's see. Okay, it's less than 11. We are lucky. You just managed to hold on to your sword as before. And I'm immediately longing for mine. You need to hold out for 4 dice rolled in the next combat before Sam can reach you. This includes Luxoro. It's time to fire. At their lead to all dive. Whatever. There, let's go. Alright, big one. The fumble has lasted long enough. Yeah. After 4 fumble dice roll, okay. This one in. Fire and at last managed to land a blow on the dead man without fear of engineering you. He plunged his dagger into the his man's neck, and he walked in from the ground. The horse giggling sound coming from his throat, which is brown. The big lion that crashed down the ladder stair and inside the fight from all his throat. Up there, I would think the storm. He praised the stone in my back. After crossing through this river, is suddenly double for us behind. The pattern plane stretches out before you, and you wonder whether the graveyard is nearer, water, or in storm rain. Okay, where do I go now? Storm rain or mirror water? There go mirror water. You rode for several hours back to the north of the development. Yeah. Okay. To the north, you see a small wall on the river, and to the west, you can just see the rooftop of the village on the water. Will you run north to the water or west towards near water? Where's north? Small wall on the bank of Red River. Oh, I got a choice here right north of Jeeys to Stone Ridge. Okay, I did board here. You soon see the edge of the wall but cannot see by the. Will you enter the wall? Yeah, that's well. You have no reason far into the. You come to the clearing. But to your silence, you see that it is a long abandoned graveyard with and grass grow tall. Along concealing the broken and north travel the road. You draw your sword and walk towards the nearest place. If okay at the way the bone ray. You scrub both of the crystal and you read the enter for almost 1969. On the third from storm, you find what you are looking for. Farmers advertised in the entrance, green lyrics. Although I like it, I am not yet done. The dark power continues. My soul is my son. Amar died in the war 108 years. The memories after while feel very scratch the mark for the wisdom. I've expected to see those any moment. But the graveyard is no further secrets, and you write northeast for the storm read. Let me take a look at the map. Graveyard. Man, that been just shit anything. Dave, I'm almost 108 when he died. The rest of the day passes without any problems, and he is almost nightfall when Stonebridge comes into view. Do you wish to camp outside Stonebridge? So I enter myself exam also. Although you will not disturb the reader, and will try 7 into the game. And still 3 actors on the webcam. Oh no. Which I thought that is still. It steals the vendor. Crab million, bro. Any vulture. A platform. Polystone. A silver rock. Oh no. And the agony. Can I do bad? The folly stone, I give it to you. Sorry, I need it. This all the building bullshit was. I need them. Believe. And it will make. They tender. Without being literal, the mystery that we thought which are far solid to look. And you discover the impeccable death in the morning. The mills will step out for a stone bridge. Within an hour, you reach a bridge from which cross a clear stream, and it fell into the stone bridge. You recognize a couple of dwarfs walking on the street, and you ask them where you find Ori. In the stable at the other end of the village comes the reply in unison. You dismount and walk your entire horse through the village. No need to a few more dwarfs whom you recognize. You not want the stable dog and are greeted by a small smiling dwarf with chubby red cheeks and a long beard. Hello, he says cheerfully. My name is Boring, and you must be Petronos' friend. I will take care of your houses while you help yourself to the happy breakfast. There's plenty for everyone. Come in and sit down. You enter the stable and eat until you feel as though you are bursting. You gain 2 stamina points. When you have relaxed the ball, come out to the back and show you something special. Just give me a few minutes to get ready. Get from most of me about the work, and then I'll be able to put my invention to the test. Boris says, and do the last of it daily. 10 minutes later, you cross the gets the better of you, and you walk outside. Okay, I think it's for more time. I will end the video now. So if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel, and I picture you on this one. And if you like or dislike on this mock voice, let me know in the comment. And as always,